David Silva's commitment to Manchester City might have extended to helping nurture the player who will accelerate his easing out of the first-team picture. Phil Foden's latest demonstration of his remarkable potential in the Premier League win over Tottenham Hotspur was the clearest example, yet that holding back the 18-year-old is becoming increasingly difficult for Pep Guardiola. The teenager has grown in stature this season, influencing games to a more consistent degree than he had done previously. He looks at home in that City midfield now, all clever passing angles, surging runs and sharp finishes. Anybody previously unconvinced about Foden's ability to be the success story of City's academy has surely been converted into a believer over the last 6 months. The Stockport-born star is the future of that midfield, and he's benefited from the way Guardiola has eased him into the side. The future might very quickly become the present at Foden's rate of progress, and that could be bad news for the City player who has perhaps done more than any other to help develop him. Foden called Silva his idol during his first pre-season tour in 2017, watching and learning from the Spaniard up close. Since then, Silva has offered plenty of advice to Foden, gradually helping the youngster who could well be his long-term replacement improve. While away on England under-21 duty last month, showing in the process he's quickly outgrowing age group teams, Foden discussed the advice he's had from Silva amongst others at the club. "It's a dream," he said. "I've been a City fan from young, and I've watched these players growing up as well. To play with them and see what they do every day, to learn off them, it's special." "I just enjoy it every day, being there and learning from them. David is always giving me advice, it's one little thing." He tells just to know your time on the ball and things like that. He will always help you out. He'll say, "Oh, you could have set the ball there instead of turning." It's just listening to him. Foden has clearly listened. His diving header against Tottenham was his 6th goal in 10 appearances for the Blues, and he's contributed far more than just those raw numbers in those appearances. While Foden's star has soared recently, it's been an unfortunate time for Silva's influence to wane. The 33-year-old hasn't scored in his last 23 appearances since netting in the 3-1 win at Southampton at the end of 2018. That was his 9th of the season, but his drought since then has coincided with a poorer spell of form, with Bernardo Silva initially taking on more of City's creative burden before the return of Kevin De Bruyne. With Silva turning 34 midway through next season, the gradual phasing out of his role as a first-team regular could soon begin, with Foden likely to be the man to benefit. But that might be a scenario for the start of next season and the end of this. It would be no surprise to see Foden back on the bench for the derby at Old Trafford on Wednesday night, with Guardiola opting for the experience of Silva. Given his contribution to the City cause over the past 9 years, you also wouldn't rule out a revival from Silva, rediscovering his best form to make sure he stays a part of Guardiola's plans for the next couple of seasons. Foden's time is coming quickly, however. City might well have enough games for appearances to be spread out again next term, but the teenager is certain for a more integral role in 2019-20.